Hi everybody, it is Cindy. It is Saturday, October 13th, and I'm back for an update. I cannot believe we're midway through October already, and I have so much to share. It's been a while since my last video, probably about 3 weeks. I have some great things to share. I'm going to talk about some stitchers I met up with. It's just been an amazing day. I took off of work today and I went and met a group of stitchers that I will be telling you about at the end of the video. I'm going to first get on to finishes that I have done. And this pattern is by Lizzie Kate and it's called Pair of Pilgrims. Now I'm in a different area today. It is dark out. The lighting is not the greatest. So as you can see, I'm in a different area, but I did want to film tonight because I'm on a stitching high and you'll understand that in a little while. So I did finish stitching this piece. And oh, look at that. Look at how cute they are. I stitched them together. This is on 28 count Monaco, and I did switch some of the colors. This I made a lighter brown. It was supposed to be dark brown, but it would have been too much dark brown for me. And I made her hair blonde like me. I did add the buttons, not all of the buttons though. I did get the fish button, the sunflower button, of course. You got the pie, and you got a little pumpkin here. This is just on a metal frame. It hangs up, and I actually hang it above my fireplace here, which I'll include a picture of. And I actually just hot glued that onto the metal plate. Super cute. That was my first finish. That was a pretty big finish. There's a lot of full stitching in that. The next piece I stitched is by Hands On Designs, and it's Stitching is My Heart's Desire. I actually won this as a giveaway from Priscilla and Chelsea, and I stitched it up with the threads that it came with. Now I did change one, as you can see, I just finished this morning. I changed the middle to brown. You can see it's pretty cute, and I'm gonna finish that into some type of pillow. And that was my second finish. Give me one moment. Okay, so the next piece I was working on, everybody knows that there's a stitch along for the Hawk Run Hollow, hosted by Shirl and Jeanie Swartz and Amylovestoads. And my friend Peggy had started the houses several years back before she passed away. And I had that piece, and I haven't really looked at it in 3 years. And I decided to pull out and start stitching on it. And I did. She did 3.5 blocks. I finished the 4th block, and then I was stitching the whole 5th block, and I was almost done with the 5th block, and then disaster happened. And I'm gonna include a video right here of what it looked like and what happened. Now, as you can tell from that video, I was extremely upset when it happened. I actually took the piece and I threw it in the garbage. I was just so upset. It was ruined. And I woke up the next morning and I said, there has to be a way for me to redeem this piece, even though I couldn't finish it. And what I decided to do was make these houses into ornaments, and I'm going to show you those. Okay, so everybody knows what a stitching dot is. Let's see if I could get in close there. This is a stitching dot. It is a magnet, and they come with all different patterns. This is a Lizzie Kate one. And when I finished these pieces, it totally reminded me of stitching dots. So what I did is I took each individual block and I made it into an ornament. There is the first house and the back of it. I trimmed each one the same with the same ribbon. So that was the first house. This was the block I was working on, which was almost done stitching. And I'll tell you, I was working on that for less than a week and I was almost done. Super cute. That was the next house block and the fabric I put on that. On this side, I really just used jute, made it simple. But that was the next one, the one I stitched. This one's super cute. Now this, even though you could see color on the linen from what happened, it really looks like an individually dyed linen. You really, it's super pretty. It's got the birds, and look at the back. That's flannel. This is the one I'm going to be keeping, and I'm telling you, all the other ones I'm giving away. I have people I know I'm giving them to. As soon as I seen them and they were done, I know exactly who I'm going to be mailing them to. So there is a way to redeem something if you have totally messed up like I did. This block's super cute. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like a big stitching dot. How cute is that? And I love the fabric on that. It's got really beautiful texture on it. And this was the last block. And this block, I'll tell you, as soon as I saw it, I know exactly who I'm giving this one to, and I love it. Look at that with the birds. And I used the same flannel fabric on the back of that too. So yes, something that got completely ruined. I did save and redeem these. So if you've ever totally messed up like I did, and yeah, you could tell from that video that I inserted how upset I was, you can redeem them and make them into something beautiful. So I'm sharing my mess up, so if you ever have a mess up like I did, you can redeem it. And these are beautiful. These 5 pieces. I mean, it takes time to finish pieces, but they're all beautiful. They're all uniform. And like I said, I'm keeping just one for myself, and I'm passing the other 4 on to other people. So I hope that gives inspiration to people out there. We all mess up, and you got to just take the mess and make it into something really great. The next thing I'm going to get on to is I'm going to include a video right here of all of the winners. Well, congratulations. If you have won, my email is below. Send me an email with your full address so I can mail those out to you. I'll get them out right away on Monday if you send me your address right away. And congratulations to everyone. Thank you so much. For everyone who watches the videos, welcome all the newcomers. There's a lot of new people. Thank you so much for spending some time with me in my house. The next thing I'm going to get on to is gifts, sweet notes, and cards that I received in the mail throughout the last couple of weeks. That was from Amy, from Amylovestoads. Amy, I love you too. I know you have a trip coming up, stitching. Have lots of fun. Enjoy it. One breath at a time. My sister. The next thing I received is I am hosting the retreat, and I'll get that in a minute. Caroline is attending. She sent me a beautiful card, and she sent me a floss holder and some pins, and I'm looking forward to meeting everybody at the retreat. It's going to be amazing. I also received from Helen D. Helen D made me a beautiful bag. She sent me a super cute card. Thank you, Helen. And look at this zipper bag. Purples and blues and beautifully made. The inside there. Helen, thank you so much. This is a great size bag. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Love it. Love all the gifts. And the next thing I'm going to show you is I purchased some linen. Give me one moment. I placed my first order for coloring cotton, and I forget who was talking about. This is Spring Morning. I think it was Shirl. Shirl, I think you want this color too. I got 2 different sizes, 32 count, 28 count. These are beautiful. It's my first time ordering from Coloring Cotton. The colors are amazing. Look at this purple with the, you could see the sparkle there. That's pretty true to color. It's beautiful. This is Stonehenge. This is like a light gray. It's very lightly marbled. It doesn't show up really on camera. This is Spellbook. This is like a green color. Very pretty. And this is Irish Green. That's coming up pretty true to color. They're beautiful. I highly recommend Coloring Cotton. It's my first time ordering from them. I ordered different colors because I wanted to see if I would like them. I love them. Linen again. Misty from Luminous Fiber Arts is dyeing her linens, and I really love the colors that she did, so I did order some, and I do love them. They're beautiful colors. This is Harvest Moon. This is a Lugana. I love the color. Very light yellow. It's beautiful. Beautiful color. And of course, I always gravitate towards this color. This is called Soft Sea. That's coming up pretty true to color. Really pretty. And this one, oh, I just love the color. This is a soft pumpkin, and it really is a soft pumpkin. It's not a deep, deep orange. Love it. Thank you, Misty. That's what I bought. I just bought linens. I'm really trying to keep it under control with patterns, as with everybody else. We want so much. We have so much. I was actually kitting up projects for next year. We're in mid-October. I can't get past that we're in mid-October. It really is going to be Christmas right around the corner, and then we're into the new year already. It's hard to believe. The next thing I'm going to share. Okay, so today I met up with Stitchers. It was just absolutely amazing. I met Pam and Steph. I met Candy from Candy Stitches. I met all of the kitchen stitchers. Melissa, Cupcake Stitcher. I mean, and a couple other ladies, and I'm sorry, I just can't even remember the names. I am such, like, I sat with them for several hours. I stitched with them. They were in Tennessee for their own small private cross-stitch retreat. The place is amazing, and I'm going to share that name with you. It is called Whistle Stop Quilt Retreats. This is in Sweetwater, Tennessee. This is about 1 hour from my house. This is by Jennifer, has her own Flosstube. Go give her a visit. This house is amazing. I mean, just to see that house was absolutely amazing. It's just an hour from my house, and I heard Pam and Steph are coming. I'm like, oh, please let me come hang out with you guys. It was such an amazing time. It's hard to put into words. They're my family. I mean, I just felt like I'd known them forever. I so enjoyed talking to all the ladies. They let me basically crash their retreat. Thank you, ladies. I can't even put into words how grateful I am for taking the time to let me in, show me around, hang out with me for a while, stitch, talk. I mean, it was all good. And Pam and Steph gave me their card. I love them. Love you, ladies. There are no words. I could talk to them for hours. They gave me an amazing, beautiful card. And one of them definitely made this card. And they all signed it. And oh, gosh, I'll tell you. They all have Instagram. I don't have Instagram. And they found that out. Pam was laughing. She's like, you need Instagram. I'm like, I know. It takes up too much time. This is a beautifully made card. Sharon made this beautiful needle miner. She's super, super talented. Pam and Steph show her work all the time. She really is quite amazing. Sharon, I absolutely love this needle minder. It's gorgeous. They gave me a whole bag of taffy candy. Look at this. A whole bag of candy. Crinkle, crinkle. They gave me such a cute, I don't want to take it off the bag yet. They gave me this cute ornament. Super, super cute. Where pigs fly. Oh yeah. Kind of funny. But, and they also gave me, I cannot even, it's a Charlie Harper mug. Look at the cardinal. Now, do they know me or what? Beautiful. Ladies, thank you so much. There are no words to describe. They're the first ladies, all of them, that I met from Flosstube, and I'm doing this almost 2 years, and I had such a great time. It was just so much fun, and they had the Midwest retreat coming up soon, and I'm looking forward to all the footage. And thank you so much, ladies, from the bottom of my heart. If you could ever meet Stitchers, we always say go meet them. So I took off of work today to go meet them. I had to beg to get off. I had to pull some strings, but there was no way I was going to miss seeing those ladies. And I will, at some point, be making it up to their neck of the woods. It was just a great time. Safe travels, ladies. I know they're heading out tomorrow back home, and then they're going off to another retreat in a couple days. So it was so good meeting them. Update on my retreat. It is October 4th through 6th, 2019. It is completely full, booked. Every person has paid for it. I am so excited to meet everybody. After meeting all the ladies I met today, the retreat is going to be an absolutely amazing time. If you're interested in the retreat, my email is below. I'm going to take a wait list if you're interested. I know there was other people who wanted to come, but due to schedules and scheduling, they just weren't able to sign up at that time, and I completely understand. I'm hosting my own retreat because of my work schedule. So I totally get it. It's not easy to go on retreats for some of us with our work schedule, so that's why I decided to host my own. I am looking forward to meeting everybody at this retreat. Now, when I went and met with all the ladies today, I actually did stitch a little bit. Give me one moment. I started this project there. This is by Hands On Designs. Oh, this is so pretty. Live within your harvest. Yes, that is so me. I'm actually stitching it as a gift, but you never know. You might want to keep it. But I did get some stitching done. Look. Two of the ladies wanted this so bad. But, oh, yeah. They were working on great projects. It was just so fun and awesome to see. Shout outs. Okay. Now, I've watched a couple of new people. Yankee Creek Stitcher. Oh, she's coming to my retreat. Go give her a visit. She's new to Flosstube. She's been stitching a while. She also does a little bit of quilting. She's amazing. Go give her a visit, and that's Yankee Creek Stitcher. And the other one I just visited is Madam Ice. She's also new to Flosstube. I know it's hard to watch everybody out there, and there's so many new people, but when I do get a slight gap, I try and search out someone else to watch them and welcome them into the community. And then I know it's hard for all of us. There's only so many hours in a day, and we can only watch so many people. And I have one more thing to share. Okay, so about probably when I did my last video, I don't know if it was a day or two after, me and my sister were off on a Friday, which is pretty rare for both of us, and she decided she wanted to go yard sailing. I'm like, on a Friday? She's like, yeah. So we start driving, I don't know, we were going everywhere. We didn't see any yard sales, so we end up somewhere in Tennessee where it's a big wooded area, and we're driving along and we're getting ready to get back on the main highway. And all of a sudden it was like Christmas Vacation. Ah, we both screamed. A deer comes flying out, running towards my car. I almost had a heart attack. Ah, we both screamed. She's cracking up. And it stopped. It was a doe and it went the other way, and I had swerved and somebody was in back of me, and I'm like, every time I'm in a car with her, I'm like, it's you. We were laughing. I mean, I never almost hit a deer before. It was pretty scary. I was scared, and she was laughing. She was like, you got to tell that story. I'm like, okay, I will tell that story. And on the last note, okay, so I moved to Tennessee almost 6 years ago. I can't believe it's almost 6 years ago, and I still had my account at a bank. And there's only like 3 branches in this whole area, and I switched over my bank to a more local bank, and I closed out my account. Well, okay. Now you'll see who the bank is because it's on the check. Okay, so they send me a check, and I don't know if you could see that. Let's see if it gets clear. For a penny, 1 cent. Who sends a check for 1 cent? 1 cent, people. So I told my sister, and I've had this check for a while, I keep forgetting to show it. I told my sister I'm going to go to the bank on a Friday and I'm going to cash my check for a penny. How? Just mailing it. It costs more than a penny. So I wanted to leave you with that. Yes, a whole penny, people. On that note, I'm going to include some pictures of the garden. The last couple of days, oh, the sunflowers in the front of my yard on the left bloomed. You wouldn't believe how many sunflowers I have, and it's the middle of October. They look awesome. My squash garden, my seeds from Lynette, I'm standing on the home front. It has taken over so much of my backyard. It's amazing. There's going to be so much squash. They're starting to grow and flowering. It's going to be amazing, and it's hard to believe that we are in mid-October. I know Midwest is having their retreat coming up. A lot of the ladies are going. Have an awesome time, everybody. Don't forget to take footage for all of us that can't attend. I know you're all going to have a great time. Safe travels for everyone. And on that note, happy stitching, everyone. Okay, everyone, we're going to be doing the giveaway for 3 different prizes. The first one was 100 hearts. There was 11 people who entered this, so we were going to generate this. Give me one moment. And as you can see, it's 1 to 11. And the number is 1. Number 1 was Linda SQ. Linda, my email is below. Send me an email and I will mail this out to you. The next giveaway was for the zipper bag and the Scarlet House pattern. There was 125 people who wanted to win this one, so we're gonna number generate. You could see it's 125, and the number is 62. Give me one moment. Number 62 is Carolyn Meadows. Carolyn, my email is below. Send me an email. I will mail it out to you right away. Congratulations. Giveaway number 3 was for these linens. There were 10 people who wanted to enter to win this, so we're going to do this one. 1 to 10, and the number is 2. Number 2 is Tina Salatino. Tina, send me your address below is my email, and I'll get it out to you right away. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Sorry about that if I did. Congratulations, everyone. Hi everyone, it's Monday, October 8th, and I'm going to give you a tour of the front garden. Everything is still growing pretty well. You still got the marigolds that are huge. The nasturtiums have really bloomed. The zinnias are still blooming. You can see back there is a sunflower back there. And we're going to go over to the left garden. The left garden, we still have a ton of zinnias blooming. The rose bush is still blooming. Some more flowers here. This bush is starting to bloom. All of the sunflowers on the left garden have bloomed. And there's still more blooming. This is a different variety. There's a ton of different sunflowers on one plant, all the little blooms. Let's see if we can get in close. There's a ton of bees. There's a ton of action over by the bees. Let's see if we can get in really close. There you go. You can see they're flying in and out. They're super pretty. There's a ton of them. Let's go over here. Got more. Look at how big they are. They go all the way up. They're tall. They're so pretty. Yes, October 8th, I still have sunflowers blooming. Look at this one all the way up there. All of them are they're getting ready to bloom on this one. They're beautiful. So I'm going to pull back and you can see all the sunflowers in front of the house. They're really pretty. We got some flowers down here. They're still blooming. And that is an update of the garden. It is Saturday, October 13th, and this is the squash garden. It has completely taken over everything. There's going to be a ton of squash. As you can see, there's blossoms. I'm gonna pan back because it literally has taken over my whole backyard. It's even gone all the way over out into the bird feeders. And I'm gonna show you there is squash growing, and I'm gonna bring you in. As you can see by the birdhouse, there is a sunflower growing, popping out of there. As you can see, there's a little baby squash going there. There are definitely more in there, but it's so hard for me to get all the way in. I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, I couldn't get in closer to see more of the squash. There's definitely a ton growing, but I didn't want to squish and trample the plants. But as you can see, it is completely taken over the whole backyard here. And I'm gonna take you over. Well, let's see. Oh, there's just a finch on the bird feeder. I'm gonna take you in the back to show you the other gardens. Things are still growing. That is the yellow Swiss chard. It's still growing really good. It's kind of big now. There is still eggplants growing. I gave my sister a whole bunch of eggplant the other day, and I picked some for myself. They're still growing. Still flowering. Over here I have all of the peppers still growing. There's tons of hot red peppers, and they're green, and they're still growing. It's like a tree. So those are growing really good. They got really big. Later in the season they got big, which is weird. Over here are the yellow tomatoes. I still got a lot of tomatoes produced, and I pick every day still, so listen, mid-October and still getting tomatoes. And I'm going to take you around the front to the garden to see the sunflowers again. This is 5 days later from the previous video. Look at all of the sunflowers. Look at them all. Look how pretty. Yes, I do love my sunflowers, you could tell. Over here, look at them all blooming. I love it because on one bush they all bloom. Look at this. How awesome is that? I'm gonna Just pan down here. You could still, I still have all the flowers blooming, the zinnias, the rose bush. Everything's still looking good. And I'm gonna leave you with a great shot of all of these sunflowers. Happy stitching, everyone. You could see two cardinals in the pine trees next door. I'm gonna see if they're gonna fly into the bird feeder. As you could see, he came in to eat. So pretty.